Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia is the final stop of the Whisper Tour for 2004 and the event they all want to win, the World Open. And the quarter-final draw had an unusual look owing to Cassie Jackman's defeat in the second round to Shelley Kitchen, owing to her continuing medical problems. Natalie Grinham is also absent, having pulled out of the event at the last moment due to illness. Australia's Rachael Grinham, as expected, defeated England's Jenny Tranfield, and woman of the moment, Holland's Vanessa Atkinson, dispensed with England's Linda Elriani. In the bottom of the draw, Natalie Grinham cruised past England's Rebecca McCree, and local favourite Nicol David beat Shelley Kitchen of New Zealand.
And the crowd are really coming to life, really getting behind their local heroine.
See, they're both getting the ball to the back more rather than going in too short, too early. Just waiting. This is what they should be doing throughout the whole match, though. Well, like I say, it's been very patchy from both girls.
Yes, they were both playing good, patient squash, and that just came down to who made the first mistake. Collision there in mid-court. Let ball.
6-7.
Natalie goes short and Nicol runs in behind her. Play that one again. High serve. Natalie not quite ready. Sat up at the front, in goes the drop. Good pick up by Natalie, and Nicol hits that one in the floor. And there's Rachael Grinham.
Oh dear.
Covering her face with her hands.
Must be quite nerve-wracking.
Watching her sister here, that's Natalie.
Yeah, I think Nicol moved a bit too fast for that ball. I think she thought it was going to be wider and it wasn't. Next thing, it was right on top of her.
Natalie hits the deck, just trips over Nicol's foot as she goes through. Nicol's in the middle and bash. Over she goes. Both players just making sure there are no damp patches on the floor. But they've sorted it before the court cleaner comes on.
I think he needs to be a bit quicker than that.
I think so. Typical man, you see. Bit reluctant to do the cleaning.
No comment on that one.
Good volley, and Natalie at full stretch. Reflex volley. That's sat up off the back wall. Nicol working it deeper in this rally.
Yeah, it's a lot more patient from both players. It has to be now at this stage of the match.
It's a good lob from Natalie, but the ball bounces halfway back up the court, so Nicol didn't have too far to run. There's the drop, counter drop. And a let ball after a long, patient rally.
7-6.
Bit of interference in that front left corner. A very crucial part of this match. The Australian leading 2-1. 7-6 up in the fourth. And the home crowd willing Nicol David to win this rally. Nicol thought that was over. There's a winning backhand volley.
That was sporting from Natalie. Again, I don't think the referee had a clear view of that, and Natalie realising the ball was down, let them know.
Yes, they're a long way back here. The alternative we tried a few years ago was having referees above the back wall, but obviously they're right in the way of the view of the cameras, so there had to be a little bit of a trade-off, unfortunately. Drops from Nicol David, and there's another. Jahangir enjoyed that one too. Nicol David hits it cross court. Loose flick from Natalie. In goes the drop, and it's a winner.
It's all getting quite nerve-wracking now.
And a big backhand cross court takes Nicol David to game ball. 8-7. Let's see if she can take this to a fifth. Not this time. That one's in the tin again. That dreaded boast.
Yeah, it is. It's just amazing me how many times.
Let's see it again.
I mean, look, it's getting tight.
It's
what are you
too tight.
doing going for that? I mean, again, it's footwork. You know, she came very square on it.
That's down. So 8-all. Nicol David says set 2. She plays that ambitious drop from the back of the court, hits the tin. And so Natalie Grinham from Australia now serving at 8-all, fourth game. Volleys into the tin, so Natalie goes on to match ball.
See, there's 3 unforced errors now. I mean, like I said, such a crucial time of this game. Again, this is experience showing through there.
Natalie Grinham, the Australian, match ball, trying to close out this match. She's sent deep. Sat up, Nicol drives it cross court. Beautiful volley kill. What a shot to pull out when you're match ball down. And she wins back the serve with that brilliant backhand flying leap through the air to play that volley drop. Sensational. It's deep again. See if Nicol David can keep control of this rally. And that's in the tin from Natalie Grinham. 9-all. And the crowd just feeling this tension. You can see on the faces, they're willing Nicol David to win. Natalie will be hoping she won't regret that volley into the tin. It's good squash from Nicol David, just keeping control of the rally. In goes the drop. Nicole's got the game. Nicol David from Malaysia wins the 4th game, 10-9, to take this World Open semi-final the full distance. And Natalie Grinham, having surrendered match ball in the 4th game. 2-love down in the 5th. Sat up, Nicol David somehow gets it back and sends Natalie to the back. Ooh, that was risky. I think she should have played a drop there, Fiona.
I think Natalie thought that was going down. It's a bit strange that she didn't actually go for that ball.
3-love, Nicol David. 4-love to David. The crowd screaming in delight.
Now it's Natalie screaming, trying to get herself back into this match there. Great pick-up by Natalie and a good interception in mid-court off the cross-court. So she gets the serve back. So the Australian Natalie Grinham here needing to focus, concentrate, get back on top of her game. Shut out everything that's happening in this huge arena. With everyone willing, the home favourite, to succeed. She just slices in that cross-court drop to get the first point on the board in this 5th game. Fiona, that was a major wobble by Natalie at the start of this game. It was. I mean, Nicol was actually hitting a good length and getting in front of Natalie the whole time.
Volley.
And she's going to have to change her tactics. She's going to have to get a better length herself and try and get Nicol behind her so she can get in front and dictate. So we've got a bit of a battle on our hands, I think.
2-4, 5th game. That's a good pick-up by Natalie Grinham off a tight drop. Both players still moving well in this 5th game.
Oh,
that's a volley by Natalie Grinham. Dangerously close to the tin, but just up. Takes her to 3-4.
Brilliant pickup from Natalie, full stretch.
She was almost off balance there, wasn't she? But she's quickly drawn back from 4-love down to 4-all in pursuit of that beautiful World Open trophy that'll be decided tomorrow in the final.
Again, Nicol's choosing to start putting the ball back into this front backhand side, and it's given herself no options, lots of errors and lots of openings for Natalie.
And we see Natalie winning that rally with a backhand straight drive to go 5-4 ahead. And that ball dying in the back left corner. And Nicol David wins back the serve. Tight drop. Nicol David sent to the back right. Again off the back wall. There's the drop. The previous shot just clipping the top of the tin.
5-4.
Again, Natalie's taking control of the rallies now. Nicol's got to stop that. Maybe, again, bring some lobs, get the ball to the back of the court. Again, she's going in short on that backhand side again.
That was ambitious, it nearly paid off.
Just clipped the top of the tin, that cross court. A bit too excited on that one. Thought she could just hit it and make the winner. It's all going to be about discipline and concentration now for Nicol.
(6-4) Natalie Grinham. crowd thought that one was good. Natalie at full stretch. In goes the drop. And again, big cross court. Thank you. Good length.
6-4.
Natalie Grinham gets the serve back, leading 6-4 in this fifth and final game here in Kuala Lumpur. The ball just carrying on Nicol David's racket there.
I think Natalie realised how lucky she is. The amount of times Nicol's put the ball up there on that backhand side for Natalie to put in that beautiful backhand drop.
Natalie Grinham now just 2 points away from a place in the final. Maybe a showdown with her sister. Stroke to Nicol David.
You can see Byron Davis, the coach for the AIS, Australian Institute of Sport, who's coaching Natalie through this match. I'm sure he'll be having a few butterflies.
Shot in the tin. Just a little bit too close to the ball here. Lands in the middle. Didn't step back enough to make room for the shot. Another chance for Nicol David. Great shot. He's back to 6-7. Squash. That ball, she drove it deep and followed with a good drop. Natalie, this gutsy Australian, chasing everything.
I think it's all getting pretty tense out there. Been a superb match so far. Great for the crowd.
Good running by both players. Here
Oh,
we are. What a finish. And near the end of the fifth game, and they're still producing squash of the highest quality.
Just rolled out the nick, that one. I mean, Natalie was reading it, she was onto it, but there was just nothing she can do, just rolled along the floor.
It was tight, she fed that backhand drop shot once too often.
7-all.
7-all, fifth game. What a finish.
I wouldn't actually like to say which way this is going to go at the moment.
Well, they're both still playing steady squash, both hitting good winners. Impossible to call. That was tight. Again, a good pickup. Big cross court. Natalie played that drop shot off her toes. Nicol David should have done better with that opportunity at the front of the court. That was the opening for the volley. Again, Nicol David covered the ball well to keep the rally going, but she's doing some work here.
How did she get that up?
That's
Oh,
amazing.
my word.
She played the ball
Oh, rally.
behind her back after Natalie had played one off her toes. That's an amazing finish to an incredible rally. Both players nearing exhaustion as Natalie Grinham picks her racket up and goes walkabout at the front of the court.
They're waiting for the ball to be thrown back. Hope nobody's stolen it as a memento. I think the girls are appreciating the rest, though.
I'm sure they are.
So perhaps it is a Malaysian fan giving Nicol some extra time to recover.
Yes, they're getting their breath back here as they wait for the ball to come back onto court.
And we're hoping it is going to come back, because I'm sure they don't want to warm up a new ball at this stage of this match.
I'm sure they don't.
So come on, someone, throw this ball back in.
There is Natalie Grinham of Australia serving for the match and a place in the World Open final, leading 8-7 in the 5th game. Up and down the backhand line. Cross-court drop from the Australian. Tight drop. Big cross-court. Nicol David puts the ball down. The match is over, and it's the Australian Natalie Grinham in the final. A brave, brave performance by Nicol David, the young Malaysian, before her home supporters. It's the Australian Natalie Grinham who goes into the World Open final.
I was basically like, it's the last game, and I wanted to just go all out. Whatever happens, happens. And she fought well, and I had to push right through. But at the end, it's just, you can never know who are gonna win the game, and she ended up winning. Yeah, it's a shame, but maybe next time, you know, I learned from that, and it was a good match, and I'm really pleased. It's hard being down to love, catching up, and then losing it. So. But yeah, it was a good performance for me overall.
Well, I went down 4-love pretty quickly in the 5th, and I just thought to myself, you know, you've got this far, you're not going to lose it this softly. So, you know, just if you're going to lose it, she's just going to, you know, have to play so much better than you in this game and just give it everything.
Yes, lad. Yes, lad.
That ball.
2-all.
Hope Vanessa doesn't take this the wrong way, Fiona, but she just seems to be filling the court more. She's fitter. She took that ball out of the air beautifully. She just seems to be covering the court better.
Yeah, I mean, all the time she's trying to stay in front of Rachael and hold that tee position. So then, you know, your opponent's got to hit it wide. They've got to keep it deep to stop you from volleying. Anything that's loose, you know, Vanessa is straight onto with the volley, giving her opponent less time to get the ball back. Rachel's got a tendency sometimes to just let that ball go to the back of the court. Yeah, she is a little bit smaller, can't stretch quite as much maybe as Vanessa can.
The way Vanessa's covering the court in this rally just shows A, how fit she is, and B, how confident she looks.
She uses the lob brilliantly as well, and she's under a lot of pressure at the front of the court. That's a great cross-court drive though. From the front of the court on both sides, you know, big stretch. Safest option, you know, throw it back up in the air, get it nice and high and wide. See, those are the sort of shots at the moment Rachel's coming out with. You know, they're not world #1 material really. I don't think she's playing as well as she has done in the past. And she played brilliantly in the British Open to win that. But I don't know, at the moment just seems to be pushing the ball around without much direction.
5-2.
5-2 to Vanessa Atkinson. Straight backhand volley, then a cross-court nick, a wonderful kill. She's really on top of her game.
She is. I mean, she's crucifying anything loose that's been given to her, so, you know, it's fair play to her for doing that. But Rachael isn't making life too difficult for Vanessa at the moment, considering, you know, you've got the #1 and the #3 playing each other.
Here we see Rachael just slicing that cross-court drop beyond Vanessa's reach to get the serve back. Tight stuff down the backhand line, cross-court from Vanessa. Straight kill from Rachael, but Vanessa's onto it in a flash. That's loose down the middle. That goes unpunished. Vanessa really is playing brilliantly, and that is a superb way to finish a rally.
There's Rachel's coach, Maha Zain from Egypt. Slight shake of the head there, not happy with the way things are going. But, you know, Vanessa's hitting such great length. She's keeping Rachel at the front of the court, which is where Rachel is dangerous. And at the moment, Vanessa's playing tactically brilliantly.
And that's into the tin
7-2.
from Rachael Grinham. Vanessa Atkinson 7-2 ahead. She ran away with the opening game and looks like doing the same in the second.
Down.
That one was down.
Hand out. 2-7.
Rachael Grinham gets the serve back, 2-7 down. Serves at the body, but Vanessa moves back well. And the straight drive by Vanessa Atkinson wrong foots her opponent. Let's see this again.
Yeah, too easy, and that's a wrong shot to be going for from Rachel.
Down.
She's put that down, and that's game ball already for Vanessa Atkinson.
I mean, she doesn't even look like she's prepared to work for these rallies, you know? There are a lot of 1-2 shot rallies happening at the moment. She's not getting the ball to a length at all. Vanessa's either volleying or just stepping in the service box and taking the ball early. Great backhand
In goes the drop, and that's the second game to Vanessa Atkinson. And maybe we're seeing a bit of a recovery from the number 1 seed, the world number 1. That's a penalty stroke.
Stroke to Atkinson. Hand out. Left.
Ball just following her away from the side wall. Good squash up and down that backhand line. Rachel goes in short. It's loose from Vanessa, but even looser from Rachel. So Vanessa just able to step up court, smack that straight backhand into the back left corner.
Yeah, again, you know, you can't afford to play a length into the service box area playing, you know, top class players. It's going to get crucified.
Rachael Grinham putting that ball down from the back of the court.
I think the longer Vanessa keeps these rallies, more likelihood a mistake comes from Rachel.
Vanessa just looking totally at ease out there on the court. That's a beautiful drop shot.
3-2.
She's looking very relaxed. I think you can see she's got a game plan. She's sticking to it pretty well at the moment. And I think Rachel at the moment is looking a bit unsure of what to actually do. I don't think she can actually see how to get herself out of this situation at the moment. She's just retrieving on the back end of most things that Vanessa's doing.
That's a tight ball. Vanessa Atkinson sent to the back left corner and then fires in that backhand boast, and the ball dying in the front right corner. Another tight drop.
But again, you know, Rachel's going for a cross-court volley drop off the serve. She's way down in this game already. It's just not disciplined squash from Rachel at the moment.
The squash is brutal physically, but here we're seeing some brutal psychological combat. Rachael Grinham just totally running out of ideas as to where to put the ball, because Vanessa Atkinson is marching through this third game In goes the forehand drop. She's 6-2 ahead, 3 points away from a place in the final. And there's another drop, and a very frustrated Rachael Grinham whacks the ball away as Vanessa serves at 7-2. Tight. Rachael did well to get the ball back, but and again, but not that time, and she marches through to match ball. 8-2, powering her way through this match.
Yeah, I don't think you would have believed this to, you know, the beginning of this match, that it would actually end in this fashion, but it looks like Vanessa's actually going to take this 3-love quite comfortably.
A totally one-sided affair here in the World Open semi-final. Vanessa Atkinson volleys deep. That's off the back wall by Rachael Grinham. In goes the drop. It's sat up again. And that's it. Vanessa Atkinson is in the World Open final. She's removed the top seed, Rachael Grinham, in spectacular fashion, winning 3 very quick games in Kuala Lumpur. What a stunning performance. And there she goes, Vanessa Atkinson.
Obviously, I know, Vanessa's the informed player at the moment. She's been playing really well, and I knew I would have to play well if I wanted to try and beat her. But yeah, I was trying as hard as I could today. I couldn't seem to do anything. Like, a lot of my balls were coming in the middle, and even though I had a certain game plan, and I couldn't even tell like if it was working, because most of the balls I wasn't hitting very accurately anyway. So yeah, I just didn't have a really good day.
It's happened so many times in the past that I've been 2-love up against her and either had a really hard 5-setter and won, or have lost. So there was no point in the game where I thought, right, I've got her. I was really aware that at any point it can slip and she can come back. But thankfully I managed to hold on.
4-love.
So Vanessa Atkinson serving the World Open final here in Kuala Lumpur. Vanessa just looking totally dominant. You have to wonder how much energy Natalie has after that marathon semi-final.
Natalie's doing a lot of work, which she doesn't want to be doing right now after yesterday's match.
And there again, a tired-looking mistake at the end of that rally. But Vanessa knows she can't start thinking about the winning tape just yet. A lot of matches have been lost from this position. Still got to stay on top of everything. She's covering the court so well. She's picking up most of Natalie's good shots. And there Natalie, a tired-looking forehand drop into the tin.
Saw the difference there. A few rallies before, Vanessa went in to pick up the drop, played a great lob, got herself out of trouble. Natalie tries to go for the drop, too far stretched, and puts it in the tin. Natalie's trying to do too much when, she's not obviously feeling as 100% as she would like to be. It just means you've got to be a little bit more disciplined.
That's better. She's getting the ball tighter and deeper. Once again, Natalie's sent from corner to corner as Vanessa regrouped and regained control of the rally. This is good squash from both players. In goes the drop. That's a long way around for Natalie.
7-love. Red box, please.
So another big lead opened up by Vanessa Atkinson, and there's Natalie Grinham looking for some inspiration.
Again, again, Vanessa's tactically playing so well at the moment. She's not giving Natalie hardly anything at the front of the court to play with. Great shot from Natalie there though, good volley, cross-court volley drop.
Once again, Vanessa Atkinson stepping across court, playing that straight volley drop. Here we see it again. Just giving Natalie nothing to hit. She's got the serve back. Both players trading drop shots in that front left corner. Tight, and that's deep. That's loose, and that's a winner.
It almost looks too easy at the moment. Vanessa can't do anything wrong.
Here she is, that forehand volley kill takes her to game ball. Vanessa Atkinson just powering her way through this World Open final. That's a great shot, but a brilliant pickup. Natalie responding with a backhand drop to get the serve back.
But there's not been many times where she's had that chance to play that shot from there because, you know, like I said, Vanessa's been getting such a great length.
Vanessa letting that one go. The cross court just opening up the court too much, allowing Natalie Grinham a simple backhand drive.
It just shows how quickly it is to, you know, go off your game plan. Vanessa, before that rally, was actually getting into that position and lobbing it to the back of the court. There she, you know, relaxes a bit, tries to go for the more flashier cross-court drop. Doesn't work, and she loses the rally. So it's the whole thing of trying to stay disciplined and concentrated for the whole, you know, of a match.
She's back on game ball. Solid backhand, volleys deep. Good pickup, she's moving well. Let ball. Vanessa looking for the winner with this backhand volley. But it just pops out. Little collision and a let ball. But that goes into the floor, and that's the second game to Vanessa Atkinson. There's 2 volleys in a row that she's got back.
Which makes it even more frustrating for your opponent. You know, when you're feeling tired. When you're feeling tired and they just keep getting the balls back, it just becomes more and more demoralising. And then you get more errors coming in.
Vanessa driving that backhand a little bit close to the body, but it's a let ball. Natalie hoping for a stroke. There's the drop. Good cross court, sends Vanessa deeper. It's loose down the middle of the court, so it's Natalie's turn to run and fetch. Loose again, another let ball. So Vanessa Atkinson, having worked her way back from that big deficit at the start of the third game. That was in the tin. So 5-all, third game. Natalie Grinham gets the serve again. A straight kill by Vanessa. No messing around there, Fiona.
No, that was a super shot. Well executed.
The drop shot from Vanessa. was inch perfect. And it just squirted out across the floor. So she's in front at 6-5. Once again, it's Natalie doing most of the running, but that's a great length.
She's hanging in there, Natalie. Fair play. She's digging in, trying to save this game, save this match.
Super cross court, sending Vanessa scrambling into the back right corner. The drop shot just sat up there. A little discussion going on in the middle of the court. It's down the middle, and Natalie comes round behind, looking for a stroke.
I think Vanessa was saying that Natalie's cross court was down. It did look like it jumped up slightly off the front wall.
I think the diplomatic answer is a let ball. I think that just about covers everything, Fiona.
I think it does, yeah. And
It's not easy being a referee.
No, and then it calms both players down as well then.
Yes, with both players screaming at you. There, a mistake from Natalie. She was looking to play that volley boast off the side wall, but the ball going into the tin.
Again, it's so early in the rally. It's like 2 shots into the rally and she's going for a shot like that. Should be building it up like they are now in this rally. Can't afford to be giving any cheap points away this crucial time. Super lob.
Good squash. That's in the tin from Natalie. 7-5 down. Here she goes for another boast. It was never on, and the ball goes down. Vanessa Atkinson just 2 points away from her first World Open title. Had a great week here in Malaysia. Even though the trophy looks like it's destined to go back to her home in the Netherlands, I'm sure there'll be a few Geordies in Newcastle claiming a share of the prize. She goes on to match ball. There she is in front again with that backhand drop. And Vanessa Atkinson just calming her nerves before she serves on match ball. Works it deep. Up and down the backhand wall from both players. Atkinson patient, keeps it deep. Lob across court. There's the volley boast, and that's the winning shot. Vanessa Atkinson, arms aloft, racket in the air, hugs her opponent. She's a worthy winner and a great World Open champion. That's Vanessa Atkinson of the Netherlands. Fiona Gives, what a great week.
She's had a superb week. Great way to finish the season off as well. This is our last tournament for 2004, and we've got a new world champion. So congratulations, Vanessa Atkinson.
You know, I'm not too disappointed. Obviously, you know, my match yesterday was took a lot out of me, but I gave it 100% today. And you know, Vanessa played well, and you know, I tried, and I just couldn't get there.
Yeah, I mean, I went on with a very specific game plan. I knew that she was going to be tired, and I knew I had to keep her on court. And I was keeping her really deep. My drives were working well. I was getting good width on my cross court, and you know, making her work into the back corners every time. And it was really showing, especially in the first couple of games. She sort of got a bit of a second wind in the third game, but a couple of hard rallies in the middle, and that was it really. So I'll have to buy Nicole a few drinks tonight.
And there's Vanessa Atkinson stepping forward on court for the last time this week in Malaysia to lift the Women's World Open trophy.